What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Jess and you're watching Keto Rewind. Now, today I have a project, a huge project, and it's probably gonna take me 2 days, at least 2 days to do. I am going through my refrigerators, my pantries, and my kitchen. And we're going through every cabinet, every drawer, all of it. And I'm purging the stuff that I never use. I'm getting organized. I'm sorting. I can see what I have so that going forward in the new year, I am set up for success. So it looks like currently I have pulled out all kinds of stuff from all of my cabinets. And it looks like a bomb went off. Let me put a light on here. So this is the current situation. I started pulling stuff out of all of my cabinets and I thought I would run through the before so you can see how disheveled and unorganized and just a big old mess. How many water bottles does one really need, you know? So this island couldn't be more non-functional. So don't even get me started on all of the drawers. So for the next day or two, this is going to be my project. So here is the before. Now, why am I torturing myself by doing this? Well, the main thing is if you are organized, you know what you have. You're set up for success. Also, I have some stuff that's like, I have a bowl with about 12 different cabinets. So to know what bowl I want to use, I gotta hunt down all the places that have the bowls, and it's just a time saver to be organized. So also, I'm one of those people that I'm not attached to stuff. So I'm not somebody who likes a lot of stuff or clutter. I like just a few things that function awesome. So anyways, I do think that if you go through your pantry and remove all of that temptation, all of the triggers, all of just the mess, and get it all tidy, it will give you a much better chance for you to have success in the new year. So anyways, I'm gonna put the time lapse and we're gonna get going on cleaning this kitchen.
One eternity later.
What a day. Okay, so it is now around like 5:45-ish and it's time to make dinner, but I thought I'd show you the progress that I made. It literally took all day to go through all the cabinets in my kitchen. I did not have a chance to go through the drawers because it just was taking too long. That'll be tomorrow. So I'll do the drawers tomorrow and then the pantry. But I'll show you the progress. These cabinets, for instance, this one was such a mess and now it is so neat and organized, and I downsized so much. Got so much stuff to take to the donation place. I've got my cups. You know, it's just crazy how much better these cabinets look. I decided to put all my pots and pans in my island instead of the bowls and dinnerware were in here. So that's gonna be a little bit easier to get to. And then spices. Oh, this was such a mess. Now I can see what I have. And yeah, so all my measuring cups, everything I need to cook and season. And this was another one that I love the most. All these gadgets were all over the house. And I get a bunch of new ones for Christmas. Starting with these mixing bowls that have the pouring spout. So it's great for when I need to whip up some eggs, mix something, and then it pours nicely. I have my Parmesan grinder. I like to use block cheeses. Got my chopper. I have a whipped cream maker, a sifter, because I was gonna start sifting flours. My cheese grater, a hand mixer, and then this is one of the tools I use all the time on my channel that has like immersion blender, you know, a whisk, a chopper, all of that in one, and then some more bowls, and I have an empty spot up there at the top. And then, let's see, down below here I have my casserole and my mixer. So yeah, these are just more bowls. Like, you can never have too many mixing bowls. And then over here, I put all of my cutting boards organized and my roasting pans and that kind of thing. And strainers and stuff like that. So all in all, it was an easy day, but it just was a busy organization day. So, but it feels good to have that part done. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you what we're having for dinner. So I am making hamburgers or turkey burgers, depending. My mom wants a turkey burger, everybody else wants a hamburger, and with cabbage steak. So basically all you're gonna do is like slice the cabbage, place it in a bowl, a roasting pan like this, and then this is another gadget I got for Christmas from Kyle. It's an oil sprayer. So cool. It's like the coolest thing I got for Christmas. But in order to a great way to just spritz some oil on your veggies without having to get all up in there. And all you do is put salt and pepper and roast it in an oven at 400 degrees. So that is how easy it is. And cabbage steaks, if you have not tried it, they are so good. They get sweet in the oven with a little salt and pepper. They kind of like caramelize because they get a little black on them, and they are just so good. So, and of course, having a coffee while I prep dinner. So since it's pretty self-explanatory, I'm just gonna throw these on the grill, and I'll be back with the finished product. And today is January 4th, so, or my day 2 into the challenge. So anyways, this video is going to be about what I'm eating in a day to lose weight on this challenge, and how I'm getting my routine together. So another way to keep this video shorter, I'm not gonna be filming stuff that seems obvious. So I had eggs and bacon for lunch. I made fajitas, and I used sirloin as my beef with peppers and onions. And then as the one change that I'm doing in my diet that I have not done before is adding just a little carbs. I had refried beans. Let me find my can. It's organic refried beans, which these ones are, the macros on them are pretty awesome. So 17 total carbs and 6 grams of fiber. So that nets you 11 grams of carb in a serving, a half cup serving, which is actually a lot of beans. And I didn't put anything else on them. I just literally took them out of my can and reheated them in our ovens. Okay, so it's a new day and it's breakfast time. So let's go over and see what we're having. Okay, so I have Canadian bacon, which is basically just a lean cut of ham. So I'm doing 3 slices, and in 3 slices, there's 10 grams of protein. So I didn't put anything in the bottom of the pan, just slapped them on here. It's a nonstick pan. So 3 for me, 3 for my dad. And of course, eggs. So we're gonna do 3 eggs, each of us. All right, so here is breakfast. 3 eggs fried up, 3 slices of Canadian bacon, and one of the keto protein sparing Hawaiian rolls. First off, I'm in my garage gym, so there's an echo. The lighting's horrible because it's 46 degrees out, so I have my garage doors closed. So normally I have good lighting, decent lighting in here. So just mind that. And today we're gonna have a regular high protein keto day, and I'm going to show you that I'm getting my routine in. Now, it is, like I said, 46 degrees out, so it's cold in my garage. Like, I am this close to putting a heater in here. But once I get moving, I'm gonna warm up. I'm gonna probably throw a sweatshirt on when I actually start the workout. But I'm going to encourage everybody to do strength training, maybe cardio, just some type of yoga, or, just something to move your body to get your release. So I'm choosing strength training with walking. That's all I'm doing and that's because that's what I enjoy doing. So it makes sense to do things I enjoy doing. So I have the home gym here, which has a weight bench, and I've got dumbbells and all that stuff. Everything's tucked up nicely on my walls. I'm not sponsored, it's just a regular home garage gym setup. So I'm going to be doing that, and then I will meet you back for the rest of the video with the full day of eating. Oh, one thing before I go. Also, I'm sure everybody's wanting to know what my beginning weight or my starting weight and all that stuff. I do want to say this challenge does not focus on weight loss. If you can get your lifestyle and your consistency under control, weight loss is going to be your bonus. So that's why I'm not focusing on the weight loss. I'm focusing on what directly impacts my weight loss. Because I want to get to the root of the problem. I don't want to treat the symptom. So I did take my weight 2 weeks ago before the holidays started. So I have that weight, and then I don't know what I am today because I'm not getting on the scale today. I am not going to weigh again till February 1st. However, to judge metrics and other thing to see track progress, I'm going to be using pictures and measurements and like maybe a blood glucose reading, maybe some blood pressure numbers, and go from there. And then on February 1st, we'll do another weigh-in and we'll compare weights, but it's not the main focus of this month. This month, I want to see myself get it together and use a schedule, develop a routine, and just start that new me. And I do want to say New Year's resolutions suck. Why do we always have to wait till January 1st to make a change? That's why I've maintained on my channel, do something every day. Don't wait for January 1st to be your golden ticket to get it together. So it conveniently is a new month, so that's why I'm doing this challenge, but it is not for weight loss. That is going to be the bonus. So that's why I'm not making a huge emphasis on my starting weight. But I will tell you that, so we get it cleared up. I was 219, I think 2 weeks ago. So that is my starting weight for this last leg of my goal weight. So I'm not at my goal weight. I have 40 pounds left to lose until I get my goal weight of 179. But for me, my emphasis for the first time in my life, I don't have a New Year's resolution to lose weight by X amount of time, by a certain date. My resolution is to get a schedule of consistency and live a lifestyle that doesn't feel like a diet. And that is going to mean more to me and benefit me in the long run with the weight loss. And it's gonna, so in a nutshell, take your measurements, take your before photos. I will insert a clip right here of my official before photos, showing all of the current state of my body. And then I will also do a little swirl showing you, a side-to-side comparison, so that when I get to my goal weight, I will probably really appreciate these photos, despite how gross they may make me feel inside right now, or so disappointed because I should be at my goal weight by now. So in order to just skip all that, we're doing arms today. So that means I'm gonna do bench press, overhead press, some curls with dumbbells, and some push-ups. So I'm not trying to kill myself. I'm not trying to look like the Incredible Hulk. My goal is just to increase my muscle, my lean mass, and to blast the fat away. So that's basically the goal here. So, but anyways, let's jump in and get this video started.
I've been waiting for somebody just like you, hoping, praying, run away to something new. My mistakes brought me to this place. I had to fall to
love it. You can control it. You make me feel something more stronger, something that I may never forget. I just want this to be longer, longer, yeah, longer. Where you are, where you are, where you go, where you go. Promise I will be there, I will be there. Want it, fall in love, you love it. You can control it. You make me feel something more stronger, something that I may never forget. I just want this to be longer, longer, yeah, longer. Where you are, where you are, where you go, where you go. Promise I will be there, I will be there.
Okay, folks, workout done. I've been out here for an hour and a half. Surprise, I got my parents to even come do some exercises. I've talked, my mom tried to put every excuse in the book, but there's one thing I'm always on her about is she doesn't work out, she doesn't eat her protein. So a little subset goal of mine is to change that about my mom, show her the light. And of course my dad's up for anything, so he joined in. But overall, what a great workout. And I started off this workout frozen where I wanted to put a heater out here, and I have the doors open now. I'm cooked, I'm roasted, I might even be sweating. So that's a sign of a good workout. So I tried a little bit of everything today. I did bench press, overhead press. I used my pulleys, so I did like pull downs, I did push-ups, I did clean and jerks, I did a variety of things, all mostly upper body related. So because it was an arm day, I'm gonna feel it tomorrow, so we'll be doing legs tomorrow to give my arms a rest. And yeah, so once I come up with like a routine, I'll probably put them consolidated in a workout where you can do the workout with me. But for right now, you're just gonna see like the sped up clips and just to see a sampling of what I do. So anyways, it is time for a quick walk, and then I'm gonna go meet you back here for lunch. Okay, so lunch today is going to be soup, sliced turkey, and some minestrone soup. The soup I'm going to do is progressive gluten-free soup. This one in 1 cup has 15 net carbs. The ingredients are pretty clean, so I grabbed it. It's pretty close to if I would have made my own. Water, tomato puree, carrot, celery, onion, penne pasta that was made out of pea flour, kidney beans, and spices. That's it. And then the cheese that I'm going to be using is just the Dubliner cheese. I'm going to measure out 1 ounce of that and 7 ounces of sliced turkey. So it's boar's head turkey. There's no very minimal processing, no fillers, no gluten, nothing like that. So I'm gonna plate what I have going on here, and I'll show you the finished product, and that's lunch. Okay, that is lunch today. I made a little bit of mess pouring my soup in there, but I'm super excited to eat that. It's nice and warm, it's cold today. I have my sliced turkey and my cheese, and I forgot to add my mustard, so I'm gonna do a big glob of mustard, and that is it. All right, it is now dinner time, and I don't really have anything planned to make. I have a bunch of ingredients that I know all taste good together, so I'm just gonna throw stuff into a casserole dish and go from there. So let me turn the camera around. Before I say that, I looked through my macros and I've only had 869 calories. So looking at what I've done today, I'm decent in protein, but I'm very low in fat. So tonight's dinner is gonna be a heavier dinner. So that's how you don't overdo it. For example, if you had a hamburger for lunch, that's usually gonna be higher in fat, so you're gonna wanna watch the fat when it comes to your next meal. So you want some sort of balance in there so that you're not overdoing it or you don't have room for the macros for the dinner that you're making. So with that said, I am low in fat and I'm actually low in carbs too. So that's why I'm just gonna put together this dinner and hopefully everything all turns out. So I'm gonna put the camera around this time and show you what I'm doing. Okay, so right here I have 1 pound of rotisserie chicken breast. It was just a rotisserie chicken that pulled all the white meat, so it's basically all breast meat. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in my casserole dish. And I have around 200 grams of cheddar cheese that I'm gonna shred. I have a block of cream cheese. And I also have some frozen vegetables. This has broccoli, peas, red pepper, mushroom, onion, and what am I missing here? And a carrot. All ready to go. It's just frozen. And I like extra broccoli when I make a dish like this, so I have another bag of broccoli. So I'm gonna measure everything else before I put it in here. This way I know what my macros are. And this is going to feed 6 people. So obviously if you're gonna make this, you're gonna wanna tweak this for how many people that you're making it for. I'm going to get my scale out and I'm gonna shred this cheese. So I wrote down what I have so far, but anytime I add anything to the casserole, I'm going to write it down so we can calculate macros at the end. So I'll know what each serving is worth. So to save you some time here, you're gonna come back when this cheese is all shredded. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the broccoli. Right now where the scale is at 0. So we will see how much broccoli, which I do want a majority of this dinner to be broccoli. So that's why I'm adding extra broccoli to this casserole. And everybody in this house enjoys broccoli. So I pulled off 100, let's round it to 200 grams. Let me take one more floret. All right, so 198, we'll round it to 200 grams broccoli. And next, I have the stir fry bag, and if you turn the bag over, you can judge serving sizes. So the serving size is 1 cup. So there's 6 of us here, so I need to multiply 93 grams by 6, and that's how many that's the total weight that I'm gonna put into the casserole. So I'm gonna do that and I will be back at that point. Okay, so at this point I have 6 servings of the stir fry medley right on top. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna melt the cheese mixture to pour in here. So I will bring us over to the stovetop. So I have a block of cream cheese in here. And I'm going to add some liquid. So I'm going to add in a cup of cream, half and half. If you use heavy whipping cream, it's gonna be really heavy. So that's why I'm using a half and half. And then I'm gonna add the cheddar cheese next. I'm gonna add a little salt and a little pepper and some garlic powder just to season it up. I'm gonna do coarse ground pepper. Oh, I'll be here all day. You like pepper in this house. We're not afraid of pepper. All right, I'm gonna get a whisk. Mix this around, because we just need this melted. I'm not trying to cook it here. I just want it melted so it'll pour over our sauce. And I'm using cream cheese because for the holidays I had a lot of cream cheese left over. So this is a good casserole to use up that cream cheese with. And being that my chicken's already cooked, we're basically just thawing out the vegetables and making a little sauce to tie everything together. So I'll be back when this is all melted, when it's time to add the cheese. And next or last, we're going to put the cheddar cheese that I freshly shred in there. And as soon as that's all melted, I'm gonna pour this right over on top. And I want this a little bit of a thicker sauce because those vegetables that I used are frozen. So I don't want it to be soup. So I want this to be a little thick, on the thicker side. All right, and at this point, I'm just gonna pour this on the top. I don't need it completely melted because the oven will finish it. All right, let's move to the other counter. And we're just gonna pour. Get a spatula. I'm just gonna break it up just a little to get that all in there. So it's nice and mixed. And then I'm just gonna bake this in the oven at about 400 degrees until the cheese and everything is nice and golden and bubbly. Okay, so this next part, I've calculated my macros. Now I've hit protein, I'm close to fat, but I'm lacking now in carb. So at this point, this is where I kind of make this into living a lifestyle. Where it's not feeling like a diet. So that when I increased my carbs, this is what I'm doing in instances like this. So I'm getting a lot of carb from vegetable, which means you get a lot of fiber from vegetable. So I have about 27 net carbs left, and that means I'm going to fill that remaining portion of my macros with some quinoa. This one is so delicious. I'm going to literally cook this up with a little butter and chicken stock. And it is delicious. Now the catch is the serving size is a quarter cup dry. So that means I'm only making 6 servings. This doesn't mean have a heaping mound and it's a free-for-all. You still have to go by the serving size. So the macros are not bad at all, and it almost perfectly works for what I have left in my macros. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up and stick it on the stove top, and I'll show you what we're doing. So I did about 1 part, I needed 3 total cups. So I did 1.5, I did 2 cups broth, 1 cup water. So, and now I'm gonna wait for that to boil. And then I've measured 1.5 cups or 6 servings of quinoa. So as soon as that's boiling, we just combine the 2 and that's it. Okay, so the water is now boiling. I added 2 tablespoons of butter and I put the quinoa in here. So the quinoa is basically a 2-to-1 ratio. So it's real easy to figure out serving sizes. So, and if you didn't want to do quinoa, you could do rice cauliflower. So I'll be back when everything's ready. Okay, so here is the finished product. 6 servings. And I use a measuring scoop to measure out exactly how much quinoa. And here is the finished product. A 1/2 cup of quinoa, and then I have the casserole on the side. So that is it. Okay, so I'm gonna open up my Carb Manager app, and I'm gonna show you what we have for today's macros. So we'll go over what I had real quick. I did 3 eggs fried with a side of Canadian bacon for lunch. For breakfast. Lunch was 2 ounces of Dubliner cheese, 7 ounces of sliced turkey breast by Boar's Head, and a cup of minestrone soup. Dinner was the chicken and veggie casserole that you just saw. I made a recipe in Carb Manager, assigned it 6 servings, put the total amount of ingredients in each one, and it does the math for you. So super convenient. So I also, because I was short in carbs, I added in a 1/4 cup of quinoa. And to me, it's like a reward for doing so good today. And I'm gonna put a tablespoon of butter on that quinoa. So, and then also my snack was 3 tablespoons of, was a keto coffee. So I did black coffee, 3 tablespoons of half and half, and a scoop of Equip's unflavored collagen. So what does that mean for macros? I'm a little over in my protein because I forgot to change that setting to bump it up. I'm aiming for 150 grams of protein. So I'm pretty close to that 150 goal. My fat, I'm low in fat, but I never like to overdo it on fat. I just want to have good fats and then leave it at that. I mean, I have 40 pounds to lose, so I want my body to take from that fat. I'm 7 calories over my goal. Not a big deal, but I'm trying really hard to eat enough this time around. And my day for carbs was 57 grams of carb. Total carb is 68. So there was a lot of fiber in all the veggies that I had today, which makes it pretty awesome and fulfilling and satisfying. So that to me is how I'm losing weight without feeling like I'm on a diet. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed it.